Hi, my name is Rakia and welcome back to my channel. So I'm definitely standing on my soapbox with this video, but it is what it is. So let's get right into it. Lately, I've been thinking about something I keep hearing in mainstream music, especially from some of our favorite female rappers. And don't get me wrong, I love these girls too. Hey JT, if you're listening, hey girl. This whole city girl energy, luxury trips, bills paid, designer bags, and a man who picks up the tab for everything. The music is fun. It is. The lyrics are catchy, sure. And trust, I do like the music, but we have to unpack it a little bit more. Like, is it really about having high standards, or have we started to blur the lines between empowerment and dependency? In today's video, I want to have an open and honest conversation about how songs from the City Girls, Saweetie, Cardi B, Sexyy Red, Glorilla, Megan Thee Stallion, and many others have shaped a lifestyle mindset, and what it really means when financial support becomes an expectation, not a bonus. Because yes, I do love this lifestyle. We all love a luxurious lifestyle or the thought of it. But me personally, I love it even more when a woman can fund it herself. Because the real soft life starts with ownership. And ownership gives you options. And nothing is more luxurious than having options. We're living in a time where the soundtrack to femininity is luxury trips, Birkin bags, and bills paid by someone else. And while I'm not here to shame anyone else's game, I'm really not. We need to unpack this growing trend, the normalization of men funding every aspect of a woman's lifestyle. No questions asked. That's not okay. And a lot of music that we listen to today push this agenda. City Girls made it, they made it cute to say act up. Saweetie gave us the tap in mentality. Cardi B made it very clear. I don't cook, I don't clean. And I still got the ring. And honestly, I get the appeal, I get it. These songs are affirming for women who have, been expected to do it and settle for less. For so long, femininity was about self-sacrifice. Now women are flipping the script. But at what cost? Here's the thing. There's a fine line between having high standards and outsourcing your entire lifestyle. When we glorify this idea that peace, luxury, or even basic stability has to come through a man's wallet, we're reinforcing a new kind of dependency. One that's dressed in Chanel, but still rooted in lack, okay? Rooted in lack. Is it really empowerment if your lifestyle collapses the moment a man walks away? Or gets tired of being the ATM? That doesn't sound soft to me. Again, we're supposed to be tapping into the soft life, okay? If your main source of income is another man, that sounds more like a stressful life to me. Because if that man walks away, then he's basically walking away with your lifestyle. Is that what we want? I don't think that's what we want. And I'm very well aware that this is not a new concept. Very well aware of Trina, Lil' Kim, rapping about designer everything. Women have long expressed power through being adored and spoiled. I'm very well aware of that. But now with TikTok, Instagram, and luxury girlfriend content going viral, there's a whole economy around appearing soft, unbothered, and kept through the means of a man. And sometimes the pressure to perform that aesthetic makes people feel like they have to rely on someone else. It's the quiet part nobody really says out loud, and it's very apparent. Again, there's nothing wrong with ease. I am a big believer in peace, luxury, and leisure. Okay, go check out my soft life video that I did a couple days ago. Go check that out, okay? And you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. But when you zoom in, the soft life gets real complicated if you're living it on someone else's dime. True soft life means freedom. It means choosing luxury because you can, not because you have to be in the mood to entertain, submit, or perform just to survive. Now, there is a psychology behind all of this. For some, this mindset comes from survival, from watching their mothers struggle, their fathers struggle, their parents struggle in general, from dating men who give the bare minimum, from seeing hard work go unrewarded. So now they're like, listen, if I'm gonna be in a relationship, he needs to come with a bag, which It's fair, but there's also growth in mindset, right? You have to grow your mindset. It also taps into attachment, self-worth and agency. Are we teaching women that their peace comes from financial security or from the power to create their own? Because if everything you have is tied to a man, you're not really free. You're just well decorated. And while we're here, let's talk about this obsession with men making six figures. It's literally everywhere on social media. You cannot miss it. Women saying, if he doesn't make 100K, I'm not interested. But here's the thing. Are you building a life based on his earning power or your personal power? There's nothing wrong with wanting a man who's financially stable. We all deserve security. But sometimes, we chase income as a shortcut for value. And if you're measuring your worth based on what someone else can provide, you'll always be in a position of waiting, not building. So again, real empowerment is options. It's being able to say yes or no from a place of security, not fear. It's funding your skincare routine, your trips, your peace, your bags, your shoes, your rent. Not because you don't want help, but because you don't need to beg for it. And listen, especially for Black women, this message hits different. We are some of the most educated, resourceful, and forward-thinking women walking this earth. Statistically, Black women are leading in entrepreneurship, earning degrees at record rates, and showing up as innovators in every space, from tech to beauty to healthcare, you name it. So why would women this powerful, this brilliant, this intelligent, this decorated ever feel like they have to keep their hands out just to experience softness or luxury? That's the scam. That's the trick. That's the lie being sold to us in glittery wrapper. We've been made to believe that depending on a man for our peace is aspirational, when in reality, the real flex is being able to choose who gets access to your life, not needing them to fund it. Because when you know you're capable, when you know you're worthy, and when you know you can do it on your own, that's the softness, that's the richness, that's the energy. So again, just wrapping everything up, I do love a life of luxury and I do understand the lifestyle. I get it. But I want women to be more intentional. And this video obviously does not apply to everybody, but if it applies to you, I want you to be more intentional in funding your lifestyle yourself. I get that you might want to keep your money to you and then just have other men, just pour into you as well. But look at what that's doing to your mental health. I encourage you to look into what that is doing for your mental health, because there's nothing softer than freedom. And freedom comes from options, and options come from ownership and not through another man. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Do you agree? Do you disagree? What would you add to this video? Let me know your thoughts down below, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Mwah.